Alright, this is Block 3, Progressives in Power, Section 2, who are the Progressives, and the last bit down the bottom, the Ashcan School and the Armory Show. This is American art history. It appears on the test once in a while. This is something that I, to be perfectly frank, know almost nothing about, so this is really the quick version of something that I'm sure really fat books have been written on. The Ashcan School was a group of American naturalist painters formed in the early 20th century during the Progressive era. And they believed in portraying scenes from everyday life in not realistic detail, but realistic reality. That if you look at the paintings, and I've put some examples up here, that it's not a photograph, obviously, but the emotion and the tone and the theme and the mood of these everyday scenes come out in this school of painting. Here's an example. Another one of women at home. This one I like of two boxers in a ring. You can get the sense of the struggle and the crowd and the tension. This is a New York City an elevated train in New York. A scene probably in a New York neighborhood of some shops. This Ashcan School put on a show, and it was called the Armory Show in 1913, and it was the first art show in the United States. For the first 120 years of American history, America is very largely devoid of art. Art is something for advanced, cultured, sophisticated civilizations like France and Italy. It's not stuff that Americans do for most of its history. But after kind of settling down, America began to produce art also, and in 1913 this Armory Show was the first example of an American art exhibition. And it caused a sensation in American art. And was copied and talked about in Europe and modeled in Europe and copied a million times. The Ashcan School kind of brought the United States into the modern world of 20th century art. He's not on your list, but he's on your terms. Winslow Homer. Winslow Homer was another artist famous for his seascapes in New England, and you can just see by the examples here of how well and beautifully he paints the ocean and scenes from his native New England. Ashcan School, Winslow Homer, kind of the beginnings of world-famous American art.